Salud, mi gente, your boys coming through once again. And on today's video, we're gonna talk about what Renegade Media was saying. He sent some subliminal message to Dubs, and Dubs was tripping, like, "Oh my God, how dare you speak on this?" But you know what? I'm gonna be honest about this. You know, I try to keep it G with everything, and damn, we understand that Renegade Media is trying to push a direction with this content. Do I believe what he's doing? Man, it's very difficult, man. It's very difficult, but hey, I'm gonna give him a benefit of the doubt. I mean, okay. I won't put my money on it, but we're just gonna give him a benefit of the doubt. Just to be honest. That's my honest opinion, right? You know, I try to call individuals on the BS. They get offended. And it is what it is, man. I'm just gonna speak my mind and dispensa. But Mr. Mexico is gonna come through, right? So I seen Dubs speaking on this, and he's upset, right? And I think he made a point. He made a point. I don't think he did make a point that I'm gonna agree with it. But we have Renegade Media saying that OGs should come out and guide the youth to the right path, right? That's what he said. That's what he's pushing, right? And all these youth are being hurt and all this all happening, right? Homie, I do understand that that's what he's trying to push, but that thing been like that for years, for decades. Just be honest about it, right? How do you expect an older individual, a veterano from the Pinta, to come out and try to guide the youth when this individual, 50 years old, 45 years old, still haven't figured life up? How can you expect that? You can't. You cannot put that on those OGs, so-called OGs, right? We have OGs, supposedly OGs, in the YouTube that they're older, but their thought process is that of a 20-year-old. Thumbnails. I came across this guy. Today I got tested. I got pressed. The F guy, blah blah blah. Everything is about, man, like toughness. You know, we have these other individuals close to their 40s, man, talking like a 20-year-old, thinking it's cool, man. Thinking it's cool just because they fucking put fucking paint on their fucking hair. You know? How can you expect those individuals to help the youth when they haven't even recognized that their thought process is not okay? If you want to help, or if society wants to help the youth, it's going to start from your house. The parents, the grandparents, the uncles, those are the ones who can help the youth. Those are the ones who can, from the early age, guide those kids through life. Keep them distracted. Sports. Take them somewhere. Fishing. To the beach. That is your answer. If you get those OGs, man, that you pointing to help the youth, man, they're probably gonna give them bad mañas. You know what I mean? They're gonna show them their tecato moves. They're gonna become scandalous. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people who have been in prison, understood that what they were doing was wrong, and they decide to change their life. Don't get it wrong. I'm not saying that everybody's like that. No, you know. And here it comes to the point of Dubs, right? Which, see, I keep respectful. It is what it is. I know he don't like people from Mexico, but that's why you're trying to be like one of us, right? But anyways, I had to throw that little jab right there. But anyways, he said, and I do agree with this. I have said this from the beginning. Renegade Media being pushed from everything he been a part of, even to come to the streets. He got pushed away, right? And then he decided to do what he's doing right now, right? Doing good. Okay, man, make your money. It is what it is. Just make your money. But do I believe it? I mean, do I believe that this individual is a changed man? No, I don't. And that's my honest opinion. Look the type of rappings that we're speaking on. You know? How can you be like, oh, into this, but in your raps it's about bitches, about all this stuff, and you still using that lingo? I'm gonna give you the key for this, man. In order for a man to change, he has to come. First of all, he has to hit rock bottom. He had to come to an understanding whatever he was doing, it was wrong, and has the desire to change his life. How did this happen, right? Because look, just pay attention, man. I'm going through personal experience. Everybody always gonna tell you, "Oh, I'm a changed person." Okay, how you change? How you know? Oh, well, I don't do the same thing. Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. The day I decided to change my life was not the day that I changed. Nope. Taking the decision of changing your life is one thing, right? You might change or trying to do good for a certain amount of months, maybe years, but then you'll fall back to your old habits. Why? Because you haven't addressed those issues that you have in here. You have to recognize what's wrong with you. What were you doing wrong? For what reason? And address that stuff before you say, oh, I'm a changed person. I can tell you that a lot of these individuals haven't gone through this. I can tell you this 100% sure. Some people have gone through it, but maybe, I don't know if they're honest with their stuff or not, man. The way they speak sometimes, it does make me question that. You know what I mean? Makes me question that. Nobody's perfect, of course. We all have flaws. Those always stay with us. Or defective characters always stay with us. We have to understand and know how to deal with them, how to control them. And it is difficult. It is difficult because there's a lot of triggers in life, you know. That change is going to come once you recognize those things, once you work on that. And just because you decide to work on yourself and be a better person today, it doesn't mean that the next day you're good to go. No, it's gonna be a process, lifelong process that you have to deal with it every freaking day. Check yourself. Oh shit, hold on. I don't want to act like this. I don't want to do this. Oh, there's $100 right there. Shit, I saw who dropped it. Man, should I keep it? Man, that's not my character, man. Hey, lady, here. Every single day you have to work on that, you know. So I see the point that he made, that I don't see that Renegade Media being in that rock bottom actually made that decision because he wanted to make it. It was more because he was pushing to that. You know, I do get that 100%. You know, that's what I was like, oh, he made a point. He made a point right there. Because I do understand that, right? Even though if we want to keep it real, it's a lot of, like I said, if you're going to criticize the house in front of you, you better look in your backyard, bro. There's a lot of trash back there, bro. You know, some real shit. You know? But again, fucking Mr. Cholo, they ain't tripping. He said he's collecting cans on the backyard. Trying to change them for what? For a $20 bill? So with this being said, man, that's it. Change does not come just because of that. Something had to happen in your life, and you have to actually work on yourself in order to get the change. Once you become a changed person, now you can help the next person. You can help the youth. Why? Because at least you got it. You understand it. You know the issues that a lot of people deal with. Now you can help. You cannot help another person if you haven't helped yourself. Just put it this way. So with this being said, we are out to next video. Muchas gracias. Saludos.